Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome to more Patron in Gimliesburg. We have a few storage issues currently being built up, and to that extent I should probably go ahead and build myself another one of these dang depots. I mean, it's a nice problem to have, being so prosperous and all, but at the same time it's a little bit annoying. So I did a little bit of reading on some of the mechanics of the game. Another convict chip. My gosh, this just reduces safety by so much, but there's no way around it. We might as well enjoy a couple extra workers and some high loyalty as a result. But I did some reading on some of these factors, including such things as loyalty. It does seem like there's really no way to get around it. It's just kind of is what it is. You have to have events like that in order to actually build that stuff up. So I don't think there's any way for me to really manage that. I'm just going to have to live with it as it is. A bit of an awkward position to be in, and I can't say that I'm really thrilled about it, but there you go. Similar issues can happen with religiosity. Now, religiousness, we did just build up a church. You can control this to an extent, right, by placing down churches the same way you would with watchtowers, and that meets people's needs. But the wiki kind of insinuates that not all classes are going to appreciate religiosity, and maybe the higher up you get, the more you're going to start finding people rebel against having too many churches and other things around it. Or maybe really it's just a mechanic with the abstract church overseas, back abroad, right? Maybe it's like, don't concede too much power to the church. We're wealthy. We don't want to give that stuff up. Maybe? I don't know. We're going to find out, but anyway, the point is, I don't think there's much I can do to really improve loyalty beyond what I already have done. You just have to wait for some of those events. It is interesting to note, though, that the king is apparently going to reward those who are loyal to him and punish those who are not. So there is kind of an incentive to make the king happy, kind of, but you might be able to get away with it and just kind of have an extremely disloyal colony, and if that's what you're willing to accept, then maybe that's okay? I don't know. Let's go for market availability. I'm going to go ahead and increase the happiness of everyone in the area since we did place down this market, and it's now making me 510 profit per year. This is why I want to be placing a lot of houses close by, so that's what we've been doing up to this point. How are we doing on housing? We have one excess house right now. Okay, so that's looking all right so far. We do need to expand, I think, the clay pit, an extra worker over here, because we are not producing enough at this time. Let's sell off some excess pottery and herbs and stuff, continue making some of that sweet, sweet moolah. What else do we want to do? I guess we could place down a few little decorations and stuff for some beautification. Some little brick walls with flowers and stuff over here. Sure, why not? It looks nice. Sue me. I like things to look nice. I mean, again, this game, like, it's clearly designed, at least in part, to focus more on beautification than I've really given it credit up to this point. I feel like that's one of the major selling points. You can really make a very beautiful town. And to be clear, like, the graphics are good. The game looks good. It is quite pretty. So I'm happy to indulge in that a little bit. But if it's a bit of a waste of resources to some people, well, you know what? Maybe you should play the game yourself. Maybe consider that option. You can buy the game yourself and play it however you want. Then you can send me a screenshot showing, look how soulless and efficient my city is. And I'll be like, good for you, bud. That's awesome. And I'll continue doing exactly what I was doing before and not pay any more attention. Haha. Let's go ahead and sell off some of these excess decorations because we only have like one merchant. No, two merchants now. There you go. Apparently, by the way, there is no way for me to really force the class promotion of these people, at least as far as I can tell. It just sort of naturally will happen as your industry expands. So at the beginning of the game, of course, it's all peasants. As you start seeing agriculture really start building up, then the laborers will start to appear. As you get your mercantile base up and running with ports and with markets and you start making lots of money, the merchants will start to appear as well. So it's an organic thing, nothing I can really do about it. Let's go ahead and deal with the traffickers and rescue a couple more adults. We are going to fill out that last house over here. Perfect, and I feel like a good guy. I'm one of the goodies because I got rid of the nasty people who were trafficking humans. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to say cancel this house. I know this is inefficient, but since we're talking about beautification and stuff, we're going to go ahead and really indulge on that. We're going to beautify the crud out of this area. In a second anyway. Let's go ahead and place down some walls along like this, and then we'll place some walls along like this, and this will be like a nice little park or something. Once I have access to like some plazas or small courtyards or something, whatever I can fit in here, taking up one of these housing slots, it's gonna look amazing. But first things first, you really need to get these houses built up because we have people who are out in the cold, and it's the middle of winter, and are you trying to kill these people? How horrible are you? Right? Yeah, whatever, anyway. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and jump forward a little bit because not a lot's going on. Oh, I take that back. Hang on. There is something going on. We are running out of coal That's going to become an issue very rapidly if we don't find a way around that. Let's get some more expansions over there. The good news is, I would say that immigration has made all the difference as far as the main bottlenecks of the game. We are actually starting to be able to have enough people around to produce lots and lots of goods. So I feel like I can finally start expanding production on so many of these fronts and meet my actual needs, which is a huge improvement to where we were before. Okay, I've placed down my first windmill. There we go. This looks pretty cool. What a nice elaborate looking building. What can we do to upgrade this sucker? We can reduce the upkeep. So less wheat. Wow, 1,000 wheat per year? My gosh. Yeah, let's go ahead and reduce that a fair bit. I am producing nowhere near that much. Then we can go ahead and boost up the production. So we'll do that. That gets me tons of flour. So 700 wheat becomes 1,500 flour per year. Okay, seems reasonable. And I've also unlocked the bakery, which presumably will turn that into bread. The question is, how efficient is this going to be? And also, where should I place it? I would think I want to place it somewhere over here, to be honest. Somewhere close-ish to the windmill and also just in a residential-ish area. We could do something like this and then maybe place down a depot. Yeah, it barely fits, but this would work. Okay, yeah. We'll do something kind of like this, I think. Seems fine. And that way we can turn this delicious flour into bread, and we'll find out just how efficient this is. In some games that are similar to Banished, like Patron, turning things into flour and turning things into flour and then into bread is one of the most effective ways of increasing your food supply, which I may not necessarily need to do depending on how much storage it takes, but it's good to know what's effective and what's not. So we have a plague. I can spend 26 herbs and accept that there's going to be a little less health. That's completely fine. Honestly, health is not that difficult for me to overcome, especially if we continue doing things like building out some deeper wells, which improves health in all of these areas. So this should work just fine and dandy. So yeah, health's going to end up being okay, and just at the cost of a tiny bit of herbs. You know, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Let's go ahead and boost up some production here so we can speed this up a lot, and we'll see what ends up happening with the flour. It says it takes 250 flour per worker per year to produce 570 bread. Yeah, that feels really good. No, that feels really, 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 really good. I'm pretty confident that we can now turn wheat into, like, one wheat into effectively 4 food. Right? Because 1 wheat becomes 2 flour, and 1 flour becomes 2 bread. That's how effective wheat has just become. Oh my gosh, the game keeps screaming at me, "You're out of space!" I know. Thank you, sweetheart. Mwah. I am very aware that I am out of freaking space, all right? I'm trying to build some more of these dang warehouses. It's not my fault you guys are too productive. Maybe if you slacked off once in a while, we wouldn't have our storage spaces overflowing. Did you consider that option? Wait, no, I think I just created a perverse incentive. Never mind. Keep working. Never stop. Woo! Distillery 3 allows me to make wine. Yes. All right, that's the thing I was looking for. We're going to create a proper vineyard, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at the end of the day, I think it's still going to be like an ugly giant distillery like this instead of, you know, the nice-looking villas that I expect from a proper modern winery. But it's fine, probably. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The Call of the Clergy. This one looks new. The church is requesting that we boost recruitment efforts of new members for the clergy in our town. They aren't pleased with the current numbers. Okay, more priests. Get them by any means necessary and you will be compensated. Okay. We can have 3 teenagers join the church. I think that means that effectively 3 young people will be removed from the town and they'll work for the church instead. Thing is, I don't really agree with that, so no. I need these workers, all right? Basic need. Have you ever heard of, like, the hierarchy of needs? All right, I'm pretty sure that this qualifies. Basic productivity and stuff surpasses the needs of the church. That's how this works, right? They probably would strongly disagree with me, emphatically, in fact, but I don't care. I'm the ruler of this town by cracky, and I decide what matters, and I've decided that the priesthood, as nice as it is not as important as making me tools or mining coal. Very noble pursuits when you think about it. A seeds trader comes once again, this time with lettuce. Sure, I got 20,000 coins. I don't mind, that seems completely fine, all right. So I've greatly increased our wine production over here, placing down plenty of grapevines and a nice distillery located next door to it. with a technology I recently picked up called Optimized Distilling, means that we get an extra 16% production. So this is going to start producing a fair bit of wine per year. Surprisingly, only 172, but if I expand this and increase the number of workers, it'll take up more grapes, which is fine, but it should increase the amount of wine we get. Wine is a gentry luxury, which means I have no use for it right now, but I'm sure it's going to pick up a pretty penny on the market if I want to. I also have researched the ability to plant down sunflowers, because I see right here, going further down this tree, we'll be able to start taking that sunflower seed and turn it into oil, which will make oil lamps and stuff, which I also think is considered to be an important luxury. There it is, in the form of a merchant luxury. So it's something I was pretty sure we were going to need at some point regardless, so we'll do that. Let's research the harbor. I don't know if that's just like a strict upgrade for the dock. Do I need to tear this down, place down another thing? It looks like it's an actual upgrade. Okay. So we're going to see what happens once we get this up and a running. It does take some bricks. We got plenty of that coming in nowadays, now that our clay production's back on top of things. So it's going to be an upgrade in some way. I just don't know what that means. Does it mean more carrying capacity? Does it mean faster trades? Or does it basically just mean I can continue upgrading these if I continue paying for it? I don't know. I don't know. There's so much we still need to discover in this game. It's amazing in that way, isn't it? That's one of the things I like jumping into these. I know that so many of them kind of follow a similar feel as to some of the other games we've talked about already. But, like, it's just so exciting to me when you get to play a game like this and something's new, and you don't know entirely what to expect. You feel like you know enough to jump into it and feel confident, but then you find out, oh, wait, this is different. Okay, let's play it this way, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to a harbor. Boom. And we can increase, we can upgrade these. Also, trade volume again. So more trade deal capacity. No, wait, hang on. Trade cargo versus trade deal. What does that mean? What's the difference? I don't know. Well, we're going to go ahead and just make it faster for now. I think we will go ahead and upgrade as well and also do some cranes. So we just get faster trades going around. I still have a lot of other excess goods that we should probably sell. I'm selling mostly by quantity. Look how much stinking fish we produce. We produce a lot of fish. Oh, wow, I can sell off 600 at a time now. Wow, okay, yeah, we're really offloading a fair bit now at this point, okay. Oh, another slaver ship has been stranded. Okay, well, the thing is, I've actually got more people than I know what to do with right now. So technically increasing happiness could be good, and I hate reducing safety, but I think we have to accept that this is simply the right thing to do. So let's go ahead and use them to boost up my iron production or something. That'll probably be fine. And then, we need more houses. Good lord. I wasn't kidding when I said that we were going to start suddenly seeing our population expand, and that's exactly what has been happening here so far. We are really growing, and immigration has done a lot for us. Good lord, we have 56 families now? I don't know if I can continue sustaining this, if I'm honest. I know you were talking about how I think I'm going to be set on food for the rest of the game, but I am increasingly unconvinced that that is true. I'm starting to feel just a little bit concerned that I am, shall we say, overdoing it. The death spiral is a real thing. It's a very real concern in pretty much any one of these kinds of games. Hey, lighthouses. I didn't even notice we had these. Huh, that's kind of fun. You can find yourself in a situation where very suddenly you're consuming some sort of a resource entirely, such as food. Could happen. I really wish I had a better sense of all of my resources, so I'm going to go to stock here. Let's take a look at certain things. Let's sort by name so it's easier to find. So bread. Okay, hang on. Wait a minute. There is a cap. Oh! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there is in fact a cap and has been this entire time, and I didn't know it was accessible from here in the stock. Okay. There are better ways to show that, but now I at least understand what's going on. So, hold on. We've barely made any bread, is what you're telling me. Last year we made 11 pieces of bread? That doesn't feel correct. No beer? I think this may have something to do with, like, how much is, like, left over. By the end of the year, we had this much in the stock. That doesn't give me a good sense of, like, actual consumption, though. Which is what I really care about. And it's really hard to say. Most of this is actually, like, being used up every year. I'm having a hard time finding the inefficiencies, if that makes any sense. I'm having a hard time figuring out where I am needing more resources, or at the very least, additional processing. That's what I'm struggling with right now. So I'd love to find more UI-friendly ways to pull that off at some point in the future. Maybe that's something that can be done from the game developers. Maybe that's something they're already working on, or maybe I'm still just misunderstanding how it all works. I don't know. That's totally possible, but something that makes it more obvious, you know, this is how much of this resource you do. Like, for example, if I held my mouse over this, right? It'd be cool if it said, this is how much you need for this building per year. This is how much you need per worker per year. This is how much you produce total in the town per year, and this is how much you currently consume total per year in the town, right? Something like that. I know that sounds cumbersome, but rather than make me go hunting through the stocks, which I don't think are really giving me what I need anyway, it'd be really helpful to have that information at my fingertips. My citizens are leaving. Life in our beautiful city no longer interests them. Why? As far as I can tell, the only thing that's a little bit low right now would be loyalty, unless I don't have enough houses still. 57 houses. No, I should have 2 houses that are currently open. I don't see any good reason why these people would leave me, actually. As far as I can tell, happiness is good. Luxuries are flowing. Wealth is certainly there. Yeah, I don't know. Once again, with this nonsense. All right, fine. Just get out of here. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that's just, once again, not super duper well explained. I'm just sort of having to assume that, yeah, people are abandoning me. It says it's happening again. More people are leaving me. You should be plenty safe. There's a watchtower right here. What's the issue? Is it because I just allowed, like, a pirate into the town or something? I don't even think I did, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Shush. You don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. I did build out a second bakery and another windmill, just trying to boost up some more of that wheat production, keep the food going. It looks like we're doing okay on this. I produced, wow, almost 4,000 food last month. That feels like an excessive amount, but it could conceivably be true. I don't know. Who am I to say that they're lying? But they're totally lying. Let's sell off some of this excess nonsense over here. Yeah, I don't think we're processing the wheat fast enough, and I don't think we're processing the flour fast enough, but between both of these, I think that we can solve that problem. Do I have any more workers? Okay, all of a sudden I ran out of workers. See, I used to have a ton of excess workers, and all of a sudden now I don't. It's because these people left me. All right, well, that means I need some more immigration. Well, the way the game's been going up to this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we find ourselves with a new batch of immigrants any second now. I'm going to research something new and maybe very useful, the Caravan Trader, which might be another way of trading off resources without needing to be along the coast. Could also go for a council hall, but to be honest, I don't think I gain anything out of that right now. I'm not using up all of my influence points. Partly because I'm not seeing a lot of policies that I think would make a very big difference right now. I mean, maybe propaganda. Yeah, propaganda, that actually could be good. That would be a way of boosting up loyalty passively, since I do seem to be struggling with that. And actually, between propaganda and the market tariffs, or whatever that trade house thing I was doing before, maybe I can actually keep my loyalty high while also eliminating the trade fees. Now, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Well, we'll go for the trade volume there. We can sell off a load of extra fish, I guess. Still only selling 600. So I don't know what that extra trade volume did, because it looks like it's the exact same amount as before. Huh, weird. There's propaganda taken care of. I'm just going backwards to make sure there's nothing. Oh, apparently I'm researching the small statue. Didn't mean to do that. We could research the farm center. That is new, and I don't know what it does. Allows construction of the farm center. I mean, we can take a look. That's going to be a building up over here somewhere. Oh, look, dye works, weaving mill. Wait, good lord, we've discovered a bunch of new things I didn't know exist about just recently. No, wait, I'm sorry, I'm looking in the wrong place. Town buildings. Ah, there it is, farm center. Increases field, ranch, and orchard production within its radius. It's a 12 by 12 building. How big is your radius? Because otherwise, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, I could boost up all these farms. Now, do I need all that extra food production? No, probably not, but I mean, it would look really good. More grapes means more wine, you know? Yeah? Sell more of that stuff. That sounds great. Hey, how much does wine sell for, by the way? Let's actually find out. Wine is worth... I can't sell wine? Are you kidding me? No, really, though. I can't sell wine? It's not... Am I crazy? It's not here! Why can't I sell wine? Oh, that's a little bit annoying, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's so very annoying. I'm very angry about that arrangement. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and sell all this nonsense off. How big's your radius? It's huge! It's a huge radius! All right, by placing simply one of these, like up over here close to the cemetery, we can boost up my entire farming production. And I will. I don't see any good reason not to do that, aside from the fact that I don't really have a lot of free workers available at the moment. But okay. Seems like kind of an elaborate building, though, just to watch over some freaking farms. Looks like a fancy mage's tower. Do I see icicles? Oh, gosh dang it, I lose some roots. That's fine. I see icicles hanging from the building. Again, the little touches, man. All right, we'll go ahead and assign someone here. It does take, apparently, a lot of firewood, and there are no upgrades. Well, that's good to know. Okay, well, regardless, I mean, hey, how much does it boost up my production? Can we see? If we take a look at production, does it actually specify? No. It would be nice to hover over efficiency and have a actual drop-down telling me exactly what is impacting it. That would be nice. Might be a little bit much to hope for, but it would, in fact, be nice. And we're about to get ourselves a council hall somewhere. There it is. All right, the council hall's up and running. I've now got 9 influence to work with. And still not necessarily anything that I care about. Guardhouse. You know what? People have been complaining about security. I feel like that's got to be an upgrade to the watchtowers. It is. So let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully that means I'm going to have even more effectivity when it comes to safety. Loyalty's still not looking good. All right. So we're going to do it. We're going to do the whole propaganda thing. It costs me 200 per year. Ooh, immigration incentive. Yes, do that. So this means that now I'm going to be gaining people per year, right? Or, no, wait, does that only mean that I've increased their happiness in the immigration social issue? I don't know, actually. If that's all it is, I don't care. Like, because what I want is consistently more people coming in. How does high immigration social issue happiness help me at all? What does it do? I don't know. I'm learning what questions to ask about this game. Maybe I'll find out at some point that the developer's been watching this video and they can answer some questions for me or something like that. It's been known to happen on a rare occasion. Sometimes people do watch what I'm doing and they'll tell me what I'm messing up. Hey, there's the Caravan Trader. Traveling merchants have set up shop offering to buy and sell goods. Works like a dock or a harbor. Good. That is exactly what I thought it was going to be, and I'm happy to see it. I wish I could place this right here because that would fit very nicely, but it does not. So we're going to instead place you over here. There we go. So we'll set up a little caravan shop. All right, so we'll have a third way of selling off excess goods, or perhaps just buying them. I mean, it's not like I don't have plenty of money all of a sudden. That is most certainly not the issue. Weaving mill, dye works, in to increase happiness. These are options. Food restrictions, no. Luxury budgeting. See, some of these are like budgeting, which I don't care about from the upkeep perspective, and they don't really improve my situation. Like, do I need more coins? No. Do I need more production? No. Like, a lot of these decrees don't actually do me a lot of good. Oh, and we also finally got a bunch more workers. Thank you. A bunch of kids came of age. That's what we were hoping for. All right. Can we beautify anything else? We can place down some gazebos and stuff. What about a medium park by the church? This is actually way smaller than I thought. Okay. No, the medium park's actually pretty small and very petite. It looks nice. We actually could place one right over here. It's all coming together now. I mean, we could do that. What about a statue? Well, when they say small statue, they weren't kidding. It's a very small statue. Yeah, I don't know. We could probably hold out for something a little bit nicer than this, but it would improve the happiness of this region just a smidge. Anyways, I don't know. I'm feeling a smidge lost because I feel like I'm so prosperous, but I don't feel like I have a great sense of direction. That's kind of what's killing me right now, more than anything else. How are we doing on lumber in general? Not great, actually. We may need to set up another forester's hut. Yeah, we may need to do exactly that. Okay, well, regardless, for the moment, I'm thinking this might be an okay place for us to end this video. But there's clearly a lot more to do, and it's ramping up in speed pretty quickly here, mainly because as population goes up, I have options. And if I've got options, there's a lot more to do. Potatoes! Now we can start making vodka! That'll be fantastic. I don't even know if that's a thing in this game, but it really would surprise me if it were not. We need to start plowing through all of our research and figure out what else we want to do with ourselves. That's what we got to go for. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you are enjoying this series. I will continue probably for another week or two at least, depending on how you guys are feeling about it. Be sure to hit that like button if you are enjoying. Leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.